What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be playing War Thunder, and specifically on the Tiger II. So the Tiger II has an 88mm KWK-43 cannon, with my setup with 12 smoke grenades and 2 MG-34 machine guns. Turret rotation speed 23 degrees a second. You have 8 degrees of gun depression, 15 degrees of elevation. Reloading rate 9.1 seconds. Whole armor 150 at the front, 80 at the sides and rear. Turret 185 at the front, 80 on the sides and rear. Armor penetration, we'll get into that soon. Crew, you have a crew of 5, 68 tons, 1100 horsepower at 3000 RPM, with a max speed of 27.5 miles an hour, with the visibility of 125%. So the Tiger I has the same caliber gun, but it has a KWK-36 cannon. The differences between the two: the 88 on the Tiger I is I like to refer to as the short 88. Tiger II has a long 88. Differences: Tiger II's 88 has the double-sized canister of the Tiger I, which allows you to put more powder in there to increase the velocity of the projectile, which increases the penetration. So if we go here to look at the ammo, your regular rounds are the PZGR 39/43 with 237mm at 10 meters at 0 degrees angle of attack. Then you have your APCR rounds, or PZGR 40/43, which at 10 meters you have 279mm penetration at 0 degrees angle of attack. You also have heat ammunition, which the fall-off penetration at range does not occur with heat, but angle of attack does. Then you have HE rounds. Now this range or angle of attack does not change. It's 14 millimeters all the way through. When we're doing assault ground arcade, now this might take a couple minutes. But when the Tiger II was first in production in 1943, towards the end of 1943, the original turret is this shape here. As you can see, the front has 2 angled sides. There's a bulge on both sides of the gun, where if you hit it flush, you can go straight through the turret, which is only 100mm thick. But if you aim for this, or if you miss, and you hit this upper angle, your shot's just going to bounce off. But if you hit the lower angle, the shot's going to bounce off the turret and straight into the top hole, or the upper part of the hole. Another thing about this turret, the cupola. See how it bulges right there? That was an issue. That was mainly an issue for production, but it also could have been an issue in the battlefield. since the cupola bulges out, it made the production time of the turret longer and more expensive. And the German High Command wanted to change the turret for those reasons, and the German army did not like the look of this turret. And the first, I believe, 50 Tiger IIs had this turret. Then after the 50th, it switched to this turret, which in my opinion looks a lot better. Also got the Panther, which was a replacement for the Panzer IV in the late war. They have multiple different variations of it. Then you have the Jagdpanzer, which is a tank destroyer, which basically you put the same gun, 88mm, but this is a PaK 43. So basically they just took the 88mm anti-tank gun and put it on the chassis of a Panther. The KWK-43, when they were designing this tank, they needed to change the gun. They changed some little aspects of it, but if you look at the KWK-43 and the same exact anti-tank gun of it, it will look the same exact, but some aspects of it are different. And the gun on the Tiger II is a little offset of the center of the turret to allow the gunner's optic to be set into the turret. I believe we'll be fighting the French. I usually like, in the Tiger II, I usually like to get into these dugouts. If I turn the camera around, basically the only thing the enemy can see is my turret and my upper plate, which is the thickest part of this tank. So the AMX 1390 is a auto-loading light tank with, I believe, a 90mm gun. Either 90 or 57, I believe. One of the late war French tanks had autoloaders. except for what we're going to see soon, which is the AMX-30. I'm not sure what kind of gun that has on it, but the late war French tanks had really good guns. The AMX-50 is a medium tank, also with an autoloader. The French also made a heavy version of it, called the AMX-50B, which has more armor, a bigger gun, still an autoloader. French tanks. These like the AMX-50, the AMX-1390, even the AMX-50B, the armor is not the greatest. With this long 88 with the double-sized canister from the Tiger 1, you can go straight through most of these tanks.
Attention to the map. Yes. Guide on me. Somebody cover me. Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Well done.
See if I can make it back to my dugout before the next wave arrives. Yeah, I don't have that much money to keep taking out the Tiger 2. Because this game be on that bull crap sometimes. Same X50B, the turret's only good when you use the gun depression of it. And the Yak Panther has the same ammo as the Tiger II.
Roger that.
I think I was gonna hit that, but I did.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
The armor on the Yak Panther is not good at facing these type of tanks. It's only 80mm of armor, even though it's angled pretty well, but you can angle a plate of armor 20mm thick at 90 degrees. Won't do much depending on what's firing at you. Those cheeks on the side of those French, that can be a real problem for them.
Excellent.
Now, if I press the O key, you can see what's damaged or what crew's been knocked out. So I only got 2 crew members left. get rid of that. That. Since Tiger 1 doesn't have any 40/43 ammo.
Attention to the map! Provide air cover for our base! Guide on me! Excuse me!
If I don't talk much, that means I'm trying to concentrate on what's going on. Attention to the map! Roger that! Empty! I believe there's AMX 50Bs. Yeah, 120 millimeter.
Excellent! We've lost, but next time, we'll win.
Alright, even though we have lost that battle, basically this video is to let you all know that I am starting to do audio recordings with my videos. Still gonna try to do 2 videos a day. And if y'all thought I was awkward or anything, this is my first video doing this. And I'll see y'all either later today or tomorrow. If y'all like what you saw, if you like history, hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video.